I am the Louder Wheeler. My music is loud and emotional and intentionally imperfect. Um, you can check out the album Volume 3. That's what it looks like there. It's on all the streaming platforms down there. This song's called TWY, stands for 3 Weeks Yesterday, which was a band that I was in the early 2000s, and we were right there um, with achieving our dreams. Right, we played on the drive-through stage, Warped Tour 2002, and I think we all kind of checked out after that. But we had a path to be signed to a record label, and they told us what to do, and we didn't do any of it. Ever since then, I owed it to myself to create this album. I shot for 10 songs and I got 13 here. Um, but that's really where the inspiration came from. I always loved music, but specifically, like, I needed to show myself that I could write and record and release an album. So that's what this is about. Getting so close, not getting there, and then now the second verse talks about, it's just for me.
I miss the feeling of losing myself on stage, getting
love
lost
the music
inside
for
the
this song.
music.
And that is the live shows. Oh, just
Believe
miss
we let
that.
it slip right through our fingers. We almost
Right, we just
had
like
it all.
had it right there.
I told myself I'd never stop till I reached that goal. I'm making progress step by step. Oh, it's getting louder. That voice inside is telling me it's over. It's never fucking over. Yes, oh yes, found some.
We did find something special. We had especially the first iteration of it. There was the four of us. We had such a bond, and it just fell apart. Oh,
That chip on my shoulders like a canyon.
this is applicable to everything. If you get a chip on your shoulder about anything, lean into that. I love when people tell me your voice sucks. Are you sure you don't want someone else to sing your songs? Oh, don't you wish you would do this like this or that like that? Oh, I think you about this. Like, I didn't write this for anybody but myself. So no, I don't need that. Thank you for your feedback. Sounds kind of like an asshole thing to say, but I love that. Set your goals high enough to scare you, right? If you're scared and excited at the same time, it probably means you're on the right track. Releasing these albums, oh, this part. It has the little pianos doing the backing part, and the drums are actually the vocal pattern. I love that part. At least it's not AI. I feel like this is the song where probably my vocal performance could have been a little better, but at least AI didn't do it unless it said like sing really shitty. I don't care. I love this song. I'm not looking for fame, but I can't help it, right? The daydreaming, and I have dreams about being on stage, like these festivals and stuff. Yeah, I listened to the Artist Friendly podcast with Joel Madden, and he talks about, you focus on your objectives. If my objective is to achieve, it goes fast right here. I love that. But if you focus on your objective, if that's to have my own Eras tour where I sell out, 100,000 seat stadiums every night, like, you're just shooting for disappointment. You know what I mean? But if you set your objectives to, I want to write and record and release an album for me, and something good happens from that, that's gold right there. But, somebody like a Taylor Swift or John Bon Jovi or, AC/DC, Metallica, like, the Queen, those people, like, it's probably not you. Like, that's not even like rude or discouraging. Like, that is lightning in a bottle, and you have better odds of really anything else than like striking it that big. But if you say, man, I want to do this, and you do it for the right reasons, that's when you get something that's really, really special. I think that's what TWI had, but then I think we got to a point where we were just different, just like any relationship or whatever. We were just different, and we drifted apart, and that's all good. But we did. I mean, Warp Tour 2002. Here we were, shoulder to shoulder with like all of our favorite bands. Doing breakfast, lunch, and then after the show, barbecue, dinner, whatever thing every night. Um, well, just I will never forget hanging out with some. I don't want to name drop, but hanging out with some people that we just admired. But we hung out with them for like 2 or 3 hours after that first show up in Nampa. Um, we have it was like we were one of them, right? Total imposter syndrome. Uh, but it was like we had made it, and maybe that's where like that drive really fell off. I don't know, but uh, those were good times.